GCSE Maths Foundation and higher students. This is one of those crossover topics, area of a sector. But with this time, rather than find the area of the actual sector, we're going to be finding the angle. So the area of the sector is 112 centimetres squared. A sector is a part of a circle. It's 112 centimetres squared. We're going to be working out the value of the angle. First of all, let's start with the area of a sector. How do we calculate the area of a sector? Well, we know the area of a whole circle is equal to pi r squared. Now, all we have for a sector is a part of a circle, okay? It's just not the full circle, it's just a section of the circle. So for a sector, we take our angle of the sector that we've got. So our angle goes over 360. That tells us the fraction of the whole circle we've got. For example, if our angle is 20 degrees, we would have 20 360ths of that whole circle. So that's the fraction of the circle we've got, and we multiply it by what the whole area would be of the whole circle, okay? So the fraction multiplied by the whole area. Now, we in this case, though, don't know what our angle is. That's what we're trying to work out, but we do know the radius. So let's start with our formula. We know that we would have the fraction of the circle. Now it's being divided by 360. The denominator is 360, purely because the whole circle would be 360. The whole point would be 360. And we're multiplying it by pi, multiplying that by 10 squared, okay? So our whole circle, if it was a complete circle, would be pi times the radius squared. The radius is 10. So, but we've got a fraction of that circle. And we know that that is equal to 112 centimetres squared. Okay, all we're effectively doing now is solving that to find x. So how are we going to do that? Let's kind of neaten this up a little bit. I'm going to start by simplifying this part here. We have x over 360 multiplied by, well, 10 squared is 100. So it's multiplied by 100 pi, and that's equal to 112. Okay, how are we going to rearrange that? I would start rearranging it by dividing both sides by 100 pi. So we'd have x over 360 is equal to 112 divided by 100 pi. You could put that into your calculator to get a value, but I wouldn't at this stage. Let's keep going so we don't have to round at the end. And then we have to times both sides by 360. Now I've put that into my calculator and I've got a value of 128.3 degrees. X is 128.3 degrees. It's obviously not drawn to scale, but it was just there to kind of show you how to answer that type of question. Save it for when you need it for your Maths GCSE revision. Follow along for more hints and tips.